ERC, quality service since 1972. Repairing TVs, console stereos, electronic musical instruments, pinball machines, arcade games, and more. Call 836-0454.
This is the Weather Xtreme video for Wednesday, August the 5th. I'm meteorologist Brian Peters, and thanks for tuning in with us today. Looks like it's going to be an interesting forecast today as we get back to a summer pattern. Here's a look at the Skycam network. This is the view from the Compass Bank building, the Daniel building in downtown Birmingham, and just a pretty shot this morning. Talk about a pretty shot. Wow, look at this. This is from the Decatur Skycam. I just couldn't help but pick this one this morning. On the surface map, we're dealing with an MCS over in the Memphis area primarily, northern Mississippi and eastern Arkansas. And that is going to put out some boundaries today, along with the one that moved across Tennessee, the eastern part of Tennessee last night and affected extreme northern Alabama and the Tennessee line area. And that is going to help to focus showers and thunderstorms today. And I think there's a pretty high chance, but not everybody is going to get wet. On the 500 millibar pattern, you can see that the trough axis is gradually getting onto the east coast, and that's moving away from us, of course, but we've got a shortwave trough moving through the flow that is helping to generate that MCS. Temperatures are fairly cool across the Great Lakes as we have the western Great Lakes, where we have some 40-degree readings, but very warm across the southern tier of the United States as temperatures are in the 70s and 80s. Close to home, we're in the mid-70s for the most part, with I'm sure a few spots getting down closer to 70. But with some clouds today, we may not get quite as warm as we have the last few days. There's the MCS. Like I say, it's moved through the Memphis area and parts of eastern Arkansas and northern Mississippi. So it looks like we may get mist, but we're going to have to be careful before before we say that too much. We may see something develop this afternoon. And like I say, there's lots of boundaries. QPF forecast is looking like we're drying out substantially, and you can see that there's a real minimum over central Alabama, so we're just not going to see a lot of rain. And because of those boundaries moving the way they are, the Storm Prediction Center has outlooked a fairly large area for slight risk of severe today, primarily wind and then maybe the possibility of hail. From the Carolinas, kind of in an arc across central Georgia, central and southern Alabama, central and southern Mississippi, and parts of Louisiana and Arkansas, in addition to the possibility there might be some severe weather in New England, and then a large area from near Oklahoma City all the way up in an arc to Montana and Idaho. In the meantime, though, it's very quiet in the tropics, even though we had a little bit of an area yesterday. All right, here's the 060 GFS model run, and there's the main little shortwave moving through the flow, and you can see that the trough axis is gradually getting further to the east as the ridge is building over to our west, and that's going to allow for some showers today, and it's going to be the mesoscale. It's going to be those boundaries that help to generate where those showers and thunderstorms form. So I think there's a fairly high risk for today for us getting some rain, but again, showery. The trough sharpens just a little bit on Thursday, but unfortunately, I think everything pushes south of central Alabama by Thursday, so we should be essentially dry. Then by Friday, that ridge begins to build in very strongly, connecting with the ridge over the Atlantic, and that really becomes well established by Saturday. Now, we do have a moist air mass under this, so I think it's going to be one of those things where we're into the daily showers. It's going to be isolated, at best scattered. The ridge stays in place on Sunday, and again, with the moist atmosphere, there's not going to be a lot of showers. Very few of us will get wet, but there we go. Kind of a summary pattern that we're used to at this time of year. By Monday, August the 10th, the ridge is still firmly established over the southeastern U.S. Now, finally, on Tuesday, a strong short wave is projected coming through the Great Lakes that's going to dampen out the ridge over us, and that's good. That's going to bring some showers, especially to our north, and once again, because of that slight northwesterly flow, we'll have to watch for any of those MCSs next week. And by Wednesday, a week from today, that strong short wave has certainly dampened out the ridge somewhat, so not that we're going to see a great change because we still are in a moist atmosphere, but a front is expected to be in the, approaching the Tennessee River Valley, let's say. All right, let's go out into Voodoo and see what's going on. And the ridge is the story through the middle of the month. This is August the 15th. But now the GFS is introducing something new, way out at 372 hours, and this is the 20th of August. Look at that. Another trough, and that's okay with me because that would mean more rain chances, and it would also mean a drop in temperatures at least a few degrees, and we can take all that we can get after that wonderful July. Well, thanks for tuning in to the Weather Xtreme video. I'll have the next one tomorrow morning by 8 a.m. and coming to you from Chicago. In the meantime, Godspeed.
Weather.